You are listening to Viewpoints from Place Cloud. Cultural researchers tell stories of places from around the world. For the full multimedia experience and to support the creators you enjoy, visit placecloud.io.
Around 2 miles from the mouth of Cornwall's Helford River lies the small settlement of Helford Passage. The name isn't an especially enigmatic one for the area, simply derived as it is from being a practical point at which travellers could cross the estuary. They still do. No one knows for how long it is that a foot ferry has operated from this point, but, as the historian Charles Henderson asserted, it is a very ancient institution. Documentary evidence confirms it was in existence in 1316, although we can be sure that people traversed the water in exchange for payment many centuries before that. There's two fundamental reasons as to why this assumption is warranted. The first is that a short journey here was a superior alternative to 10 miles or more of winding lanes around the head of the river. That even horses are known to have been brought across, usually swimming behind the boat, is ample evidence of this. The second is that the lands to the south were of considerable religious importance during the medieval period. Here once existed numerous little monastic communities, often founded by Celtic saints travelling between Brittany and Wales and Ireland. Indeed, the parishes of Monachan, St Martin, St Anthony, Morgan and St Kevin are collectively known as the Monaig, a name which translates from Cornish as the monkish lands. So it's no great surprise that somewhere for weary wayfarers to rest should have come into existence by the water and flourished. But in truth, the ferryboat inn which stands today, built in 1933, is neither of exceptional age nor even on the site of its predecessor. That stood immediately to the west. But still, even the relatively new incarnation has acquired a notable history in less than a century. One of its first well-known visitors was von Ribbentrop in 1937, then German ambassador to Britain. Dining in its restaurant, he's said to have left a rather unfavourable impression on staff. Other, more palatable names to have passed through its doors in the early years include the actors Godfrey Turle and David Niven, pilot John Cunningham, Baron Rothschild, and even General Montgomery. But in the darkest days of the conflict, those enjoying the hospitality on offer were far less likely to have revealed their identities. Why this should have been so is because Helford Passage became one of the most important and secret military outposts in the British Isles. Here was based the Special Operations Executive, Churchill's Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, who requisitioned a number of nearby houses where they could plan, train for, and launch covert missions to occupied France. This inshore patrol flotilla was partly made up of escaped Breton fishing boats and their crews. Able to travel under the cover of darkness to the French coast, these remarkable men could conduct espionage and rescue missions above the suspicion of Nazi lookouts. Then, as the tide of war turned in the Allies' favour and D-Day approached, the voices mingling with those of local coastguards and fishermen were of American servicemen preparing for the assault on Omaha Beach. Although visitors on a warm, calm summer's day might not realise it, Helford Passage and its ferryboat inn is surely one of Cornwall's most historic little waterside communities.